Not from the files of Police Squad, but from the mind of Seth MacFarlane and Akiva Schaffer. The Naked Gun 2025. It's time to talk about it. Let's go. What's going on, everyone? Clep Napier for WeAreCritics.com, and today we are here to talk about, breakdown, and review 2025's version of The Naked Gun. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a requel of the 1982 Police Squad, which then spawned off into the 1988 The Naked Gun, which also spawned off two more sequels, The Naked Gun 2.5 and The Naked Gun 33 and a third. Now we are back, continuing within the same universe and storyline of the series, following the son of Leslie Nielsen's Frank Drebin Jr., played by none other than Liam Neeson. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Taken himself is taking a spin and doing the comedic thing, which we've seen him do in certain places here and there. And now he's given us an 85-minute long movie to quench our comedic thirst in this world, because we so need it today. But in good fashion, before I talk about what I thought about this film, let's talk a little bit about what The Naked Gun is actually about. Honestly, folks, I could not even tell you what the plot of this movie is about because I was laughing so hard watching it. But let's try our best. So The Naked Gun, again, like I said, it follows Detective Sergeant Lieutenant Frank Drebin as he is trying to figure out these two different cases that kind of merge together in reference to electric cars, murder, and dangerous technology. Alongside him is Paul Walter Hauser. He's in this as well. And a very, very talented Pamela Anderson is in this as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk a little bit about her in this review when we get to it. But I got to tell you, let's talk about what did I think about The Naked Gun 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. I was nervous, but all I did was laugh. And not only me, my entire theater just laughed, and laughed some more. I think this is the comedy that we needed today. So nonsensical, didn't need to make any sense. Not supposed to make any sense if you're a real fan of the franchise and you understand where the humor comes from. This film is exactly that, ladies and gentlemen. Turn your brain off and just go in and just have a blast, because that's what this film is going to give you. All the beats are there. It is the same exact tone that the Zucker brothers, Jerry and David, brought us back in the day, that Jim Abrams also brought along with Airplane and all those other films, Top Secret and all that stuff. This is exactly that. But I will say this. The one thing that bothered me about this film, even though I had a really good time and all the comedic drops were there, was that it really tried really hard to be its own thing, which is a gift and a curse for me. I'm a continuity junkie. So I was expecting to see a lot of things that are, I'm not going to give no spoilers, by the way. I was expecting to see a lot of things that I saw throughout the original series. Let's allude to, like, tone as the movie starts. I'll say that. And then tone as the movie would end. I'll say that. We do get one of those two. I'm not going to tell you which one, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. They give you nods to the original, but they absolutely kind of make you wait a little for it, so to speak. But other than that, the comedic drops, the narrations, the just the front, the tone is there. It's just not as how full on it was back in the day. So for that, it bothered me a little bit because I was really hoping to get the whole experience, the whole mood right, and go into this thing like, yes, The Naked Gun is back, but it is back, and this kind of comedy is back. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, my entire theater, including myself, we laughed at a black joke. I'm sorry. It hits hard, and it hit so unexpectedly that, and in the banter that of the two people that it's between, makes it even more hilarious. There's cameos in this film and jokes that hit where you just wouldn't expect them to hit. I'm telling you, the joke I'm talking about, who it's between is what makes it even funnier. And those who know one of the people that he's talking to, you'll understand why the joke is a bit funny. And I'm pretty sure he got permission to do that joke, if you know what I mean. Let's talk about Pamela Anderson for a second here. No, let's talk a lot about Pamela Anderson, actually, who is the co-pilot throughout all the comedic drops in this film. She absolutely surprises me. Like, I honestly, I did not think. Well, Priscilla Presley back in the day, she did the same exact thing. She came in, she understood the assignment, and she brought the comedic chops alongside Leslie. Pamela is doing that so well for Liam Neeson. She is carrying the humor in this thing. And there's a scene in this thing where she gets to shine more than everyone else, and she is committing. And it actually, there's more than one. There's a couple. There's a couple of scenes. One of them we may have seen in the trailer. I'm not going to give that away if you have not watched the trailer, but I know in the extended clips that we saw at CinemaCon, that was one of the gut busting moments that had the crowd just roaring and ready to see this movie. But also, there's another scene in this thing that she does, and it's just super hilarious, man. I'm so happy for her being in this film and being able to just kind of poke fun and just enjoy herself on camera, because that's literally all she's doing. And you can tell the chemistry between her and Lehman is just really natural, and they're both just kind of just going for it in this thing. Paul Walter Hauser, he's in this as well. He's the son of Ed, played by what is the gentleman, George Kennedy. George Kennedy was the original Ed, um, and he's playing the son of Ed. His character is a little bit underused for me. I think they kind of blend his character with an Ed, aka a Nordberg, so to speak, where you get a little bit of that slapstick body humor with him, but also the sidekick, intelligent best friend of Frank. So you get a blend of the two characters within his one character, which it's okay, but the comedy that they do with him isn't hitting as hard as the original stuff, like the dialogue, the narration, and the stuff in the background, that kind of stuff. But he's there and he's serving his purpose. But the MVP has to go to Pamela Anderson. And ladies and gentlemen, The Naked Gun, I'm not even going to bore you guys with any more. Go see this damn movie because, yeah, especially if you're having a rough week or a rough day. I went in full on in silly mode. I was like, listen, I'm ready to gut bust laugh. I want tears rolling down my feet when I walk out of there. And there are a couple of scenes in this movie that will make you laugh nonstop within, I'd say, a good 30-second period. And it feels so good to be able to collectively laugh with strangers in a theater over a film like this. It's just a really, really fun experience. I could watch it again because I know there's so much more that I missed. Because this, anyone that's familiar with this comedy will know that it's not just slapstick. It's not just what happens to them physically, it's what they're saying. It's what's going on around them while they're saying it. It's also what's happening while the frame is moving. There's so many jokes packed in these things that it really honestly, there's really no way to just turn the brain off. I know people say that, turn the brain. I said that, but you know what? There's no way to just turn the brain off when you're watching this kind of comedy, because you're getting hit from all angles and you got to be sharp. You got to be sharp or you're going to miss the punchline. But the punchlines are everywhere. They're planted everywhere in the best possible way, ladies and gentlemen. I had a blast watching this movie, and I think a lot of you will too. Yeah, don't take it too seriously, ladies and gentlemen, because that is exactly what The Naked Gun is. And if you don't know, you don't know. And stay for those well, not, there is a post credit scene, but we stay for the credits. Read the credits. And that's all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. The Naked Gun 2025. It hits theaters August 1st. You all let me know. Are you super excited to see this movie? Did you even know it was coming out? What do you think about the trailer that you saw? Because I think it's hard hitting. Make sure you guys get that Beaver popcorn bucket and pay homage to the OG Leslie Nielsen, who gave us laughs for so many decades within this series. And they pay beautiful homage to him in this film as well in a hilarious way. That's all I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen. Like, comment, share. Make sure you subscribe. And for more movie news, television news, and pop culture, check out wearecritics.com. See The Naked Gun in theaters August 1st. and I will talk to you all later. Peace.